Hey guys, Rick here from themanchurch.com, and just wanting to give you another time of encouragement. I know we're going through very strange times right now, and as men, now more than ever, I mean, our families are looking to us, our communities are looking to us, our church. If you're a member of a church, and I hope that you are, looking to us to see, do we see panic? Do we see calm? Do we see a man who has a grasp of Scripture? Do we know what to say in times like this? What does the Bible say about this? What does the Bible say about that? And I wanted to kind of give you a great opportunity right now for those of you that are watching this. And it doesn't matter whether you are, a dad or not. One day you're going to be a dad, hopefully, if that's the Lord's plan for you. But even if you're in a position where you're talking to other men, maybe younger men, there's a great opportunity right now during this pandemic and this uncertainty and all that's going on, because I just had an example that was presented to me in the last 24 hours of when I recorded this, of a 19-year-old who said that he was kind of disappointed and disillusioned because his dad, who claims to be a man of God, he's watching him and he sees that his dad seems to be more upset by the fact that his favorite football team may or may not play this fall, that football season is going to be all messed up. And this was the quote from the 19-year-old. He said, "But I've noticed that my dad didn't seem to be near as upset with the fact that church was not open, or he was having to change his routine for church and change, the fact that maybe he was watching virtually as opposed to being in the room." And the son noticed this. He sees it. And what does that tell him? Well, it tells him the truth, because we've said this so many times at themanchurch.com and many of our Bible studies and gatherings, is that we may not always live out what we profess. That's possible for somebody to say one thing and then do another, but we always live out what we actually believe. It's impossible to believe one thing and live something different. Ultimately, Jesus tells us, that the fruit that we bear shows us, and we've talked about in some of these videos, whether we're attached to the true vine or kind of just making it up as we go. So here's an incredible opportunity. I was thinking that this really ties to the first thing that God said to Moses in Exodus chapter 20. I mean, here we go. We're getting the 10 commandments. So God's about to say, here's the 10 things that I want you to talk to my people about. And you may be familiar with this. The very first one is what? The very first one, "And God spoke all these words, saying, I am the Lord your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of slavery. You shall have no other gods before me. You shall not make for yourself a carved image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. You shall not bow down to them or serve them. I am the Lord your God. I am a jealous God." So God is very clear throughout Scripture that he doesn't share his glory with anything, including football, including your hobbies, including your vocation, whatever the case may be, including your children, your wife. They belong as your first and second earthly priorities, but there's nothing that belongs above God. So here's a great opportunity, Dad, our man of God in your community. When people start bringing up all these different things about their football teams or what's going to happen with my sport or my hobby or whatever the case may be, here's a good opportunity for us to show our children and to show people who are watching us that we don't consider these things to be of more value than God. The great Adrian Rogers had a great saying about it. If you want to know where the idols are in your life, just think about this standard. Anything that you love more, anything that you serve more, anything you fear more, or anything that you value more than God is an idol. So ask yourself right now, the people that are watching you, and they see all the things that are happening with our ability to worship the one and only living God, to continue our discipleship. Are we making adjustments to say, we're going to continue being discipled? We'll do it online. We're going to continue to do this virtually. We're going to go to church, and we're going to be okay with the mass. We're going to, whatever it takes for us to be in worship, we're going to do. Whatever it takes for us to grow spiritually, we're going to do. Or do they see you easily giving up that, but yet you'll do anything to be sure that you get to see the football game this year? You're more upset about that. So if you put these things before you, would God look at your life or look at my life and see that we seem to be presenting things in our life to be of more importance than Him? And He won't share His glory with anything or anyone. So let this be a season where people look into our lives and they see that we are placing the things that have eternal value in our life ahead of the things that are temporal. Do your kids watching you see you more upset about the things of this world that are being changed as opposed to the things that are eternal?